Hey everyone, and welcome back to the TechSphere channel. This is gonna blow your mind. Ever imagined soaring above bumper-to-bumper traffic? Yeah, me too. Remember those futuristic movies with flying cars zipping around skyscrapers? Well, guess what? The future is now. Get this, the first ever flying car just hit the market and it's blowing my mind. Forget road rage, it's all about air rage now. Just kidding, chill. This bad boy is about to revolutionize commuting as we know it. No more brake lights, just bright lights, baby. This ain't some clunky contraption either. We're talking sleek design, cutting-edge tech, the whole shebang. Imagine this, you're late for work. Who isn't? Traffic's a nightmare, but you? You just smile, hop into your flying car, and lift off. The ground shrinks beneath you as you cruise past all those poor souls stuck in their terrestrial tin cans. Rush hour becomes your own personal air show. Let's talk about this engine, though. Hybrid, baby. This ain't your grandma's Prius we're talking about. This thing seamlessly switches between gas and electric so you can feel good about saving the planet while you're soaring above it. Plus, it's got this crazy efficient battery that charges while you're cruising in the air. Talk about killing two birds with one stone. And the range on this thing? Forget about range anxiety. You can fly for miles on a single charge and tank of gas. We're talking cross-country road trip. Air trip? Imagine the possibilities. No more gas station stops, just breathtaking views in the open sky. Road trip snacks are gonna need an upgrade though. Maybe those astronaut ice cream sandwiches? But let's be real, the coolest part about this flying car is the vertical takeoff. Yeah, you heard that right. No need for runways or any of that jazz. This thing takes off and lands like a helicopter, only way quieter. Just find yourself a clear spot. Your driveway, a rooftop, maybe even your neighbor's swimming pool. Just kidding, don't do that. And boom, you're airborne. Imagine this, you're chilling in your backyard soaking up some sun, when suddenly, your buddy calls, "Yo, wanna grab some pizza?" Normally you'd be all, "Nah, traffic's a nightmare." But not today, my friend, not today. You casually stroll over to your flying car, hop in, and with a gentle whir, you're lifting off. Your neighbor's jaw drops as you wave goodbye and soar over his prize-winning petunias. And the landing, just as smooth. You find yourself a clear spot, gently descend, and touch down like a feather. No bumpy landings, no swerving to avoid potholes, just pure, effortless grace. It's like landing on a cloud, except, you're not. Safety first, people. But speaking of safety, this thing is loaded with more safety features than a bank vault. We're talking collision avoidance systems, redundant engines, emergency parachutes, the whole 9 yards. The engineers thought of everything so you can relax and enjoy the ride. Well, as relaxed as you can be when you're hurtling through the air in a car. It's a whole new level of freedom, man. The open sky is your playground. And the only limit is your imagination, and maybe air traffic control, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Remember those days when you'd be stuck in traffic, watching the minutes tick by, feeling your soul slowly drain away? Yeah, those days are over. With this flying car, traffic jams become a distant memory. You can literally rise above it all, soaring over the gridlock while everyone else is stuck down there, fuming and honking their horns. And the best part? You'll be sipping your morning coffee, enjoying the panoramic views, and maybe even catching up on some work while you're at it. Who needs a boring old office when you've got a flying office with a view? Talk about a productivity hack. But let's not forget about the environmental benefits. With fewer cars on the road, we're talking about less pollution, cleaner air, and a happier planet. It's like a win-win for everyone, except maybe for the oil companies, but hey, you can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs, right? So what are you waiting for? Ditch the gas guzzler, embrace the future, and get yourself a flying car. Now remember when I said no more parking? Well, it's not that simple. You can't just park this thing anywhere. Safety first, people. Plus, imagine the chaos if everyone started landing their flying cars willy-nilly. It'd be like a scene out of a Michael Bay movie, only with more fender benders and less explosions. Hopefully. So where do you park this bad boy? Well, for starters, you'll need a special garage. But not just any garage, a flying car garage. Think of it as your own personal Launchpad. It's got all the bells and whistles, a charging station, a maintenance bay, and of course a rooftop hatch that opens up to the sky. Talk about curb appeal. But here's the kicker. You can also park it like a regular car. Yeah, you heard that right. This thing seamlessly transitions from air mode to road mode, so you can still cruise around town like a normal person. Well, as normal as you can be when you own a flying car. It's like having the best of both worlds. Now let's talk about the Autopilot. This ain't your grandpa's cruise control. This thing is next level. It can navigate through traffic or lack thereof, avoid obstacles, and even land you safely in case of an emergency. It's like having your own personal chauffeur in the sky. So even if you're not a certified pilot, you can still experience the thrill of flight. Just input your destination, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. But don't worry, control freaks. You can always switch to manual mode if you're feeling adventurous. Just try not to crash into any birds or low-flying planes, okay? Safety first, people. But seriously, the autopilot on this thing is a game changer. It makes flying as easy as ordering takeout. Speaking of takeout, imagine ordering a pizza and having it delivered by a flying car. No more waiting around for the delivery guy to navigate through traffic. Your pizza will arrive hot, fresh, and right on time. Now that's what I call progress. But let's get real for a second. Safety is paramount when it comes to flying cars. We don't want these things falling out of the sky like rain, do we? That's why this flying car is equipped with state-of-the-art collision avoidance technology. Think of it as an invisible force field that keeps you safe from harm. It uses sensors, cameras, and a whole lot of fancy algorithms to detect potential hazards and automatically adjust your course to avoid them. So even if you're busy admiring the view or catching up on your Instagram feed, you can rest assured that the car's got your back, literally. But it's not just about avoiding other flying cars. This thing can also detect birds, drones, and even Superman. Just kidding, maybe. It's like having a guardian angel watching over you, making sure you arrive at your destination safe and sound. So buckle up, Buttercup, because this flying car is about to take you on the ride of your life. Now let's address the elephant in the room, the price tag. Yeah, this thing doesn't come cheap. In fact, it's more expensive than a small island. Okay, maybe not that expensive, but it's still gonna set you back a pretty penny. We're talking multiple six figures, folks. So unless you've got a winning lottery ticket tucked away somewhere, you might have to stick to your boring old car for now. But hey, a guy can dream, right? But on a serious note, the high price tag is understandable. We're talking about cutting-edge technology, years of research and development, and a whole lot of risk. Flying cars are still in their infancy, and like any new technology, it's gonna take time for the price to come down. But once mass production kicks in, who knows? Maybe one day flying cars will be as affordable as a Honda Civic. A guy can dream, right? So, is this flying car the future of commuting? Well, it's hard to say for sure. There are still a lot of hurdles to overcome: regulations, infrastructure, public acceptance, to name a few. But one thing's for sure, this is a major step forward in the world of transportation. Imagine a world where traffic jams are a thing of the past, where you can get from point A to point B in a fraction of the time, and where the only thing limiting your commute is the amount of fuel in your tank, or the charge in your battery. That's a future I can get behind. But it's not just about commuting. Flying cars have the potential to revolutionize countless industries, from logistics and delivery to emergency response and even tourism. Imagine a world where ambulances can fly over traffic to reach patients faster, where firefighters can battle blazes from the air, and where tourists can soar over national parks, taking in the breathtaking views. The possibilities are endless. The flying car is here, and it's not going away. It's time to embrace the future, folks, and buckle up for the ride of a lifetime. Who knows what other technological marvels await us in the years to come? Maybe we'll have teleportation devices, jetpacks, or even time machines. Okay, maybe not time machines, but you get the point. The future is full of possibilities, and it's up to us to make those possibilities a reality. So, keep dreaming big, keep pushing the boundaries, and never stop exploring the unknown. Because who knows, maybe one day, we'll all be soaring through the skies in our very own flying cars. And when that day comes, remember this: you heard it here first. Stay tuned for more mind-blowing tech updates, crazy inventions, and adventures that'll make you question everything you thought you knew about the world. Until next time, stay curious, stay adventurous, and keep your eyes on the skies. For more topics like this, make sure you subscribe and watch the recommended video on the screen right now.